Hello, Libras. This is Genevieve with Belladonna Moonbeams. How are y'all doing? I'm doing pretty good. Uranus went retrograde on August 15th. By the way, this is for the week of August 16th through August 23rd, 2020. Uranus went retrograde, and what that means is that we're going to see the things that we've been working on this year come to fruition. There's going to be a lot of breakthroughs, a lot of really positive things happening, but it also means we got to keep up the work. So that doesn't mean that it's going to be as hard as it's been, but it just means that we can't stop. You know, like if you're running a race, say that you're running a relay race. Well, not a relay race. Say you're running a race and you've got to go a quarter of a mile. Just almost anyone can do a quarter of a mile. But if you stop at an eighth of a mile, even if you've been winning, if you're running ahead of the game, if you don't keep running, you lose. And that's what time is about. We've got to keep putting in the work so that we can get our breakthrough. We can have our dreams and our hopes come to fruition. All the work we put forth is going to happen if we hang in there. So the first card I get for y'all is the Five of Cups. Now this guy is looking at the milk at the empty cups and not the full ones. See, there's 3 cups there that are empty, but there's 2 full ones. And he's mourning what's lost, not what he's got. And so I think that means you've got to count on what you already have. You have to look at what's already in your possession and be happy for that. On the flip side, the next card is a really positive card. It's the Five of Swords, and he's won the battle. See, look, he's got all the swords, and the other guys are running away. They're like, no, you beat us. And he's got all the swords, and he's got it all. So this is saying you have it all. Don't be looking at what you don't have, and that you're going to win. The final card is the Judgment card. And this card says you have to use your common sense and your judgment. And that you're going to win. You're going to get what you need. And you have to use your judgment about it. And that could mean that you just have to use your judgment to realize what you do have and celebrate what you are winning and not looking at what you didn't. There's a country music song about thank God for unanswered prayers. And that's kind of what this is saying, is be thankful for the things you got and not for the things you don't. Now, I pulled an oracle card from this deck. It's Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck. And the card I get for y'all is Storm. Every hurricane comes to an end. So right now, as you're in the midst of this storm, as everything's just swirling around you and you just feel like nothing is going right, it will end. And you're going to win. So all of these things that's happening right now and around you, they're all for a reason. And in the long run, you're going to come out ahead and you're going to win. But I know it's really tough right now when you're in the eye of the storm to feel that way. I see the moon, and the moon goes through cycles, and so does life. And right now we're entering a new moon, which is a new day. We're getting ready to go into the new moon. And so you need to realize that right now, even though you feel like you're in the eye of the storm and you're in this battle, you're going to win this battle. But don't look at what it cost you to get there. Look at the joy of being there, the joy of winning. And use your judgment in celebrating those things. Celebrate those small successes too. sometimes it's really hard to see the little ones. Um, you just never, I mean, you might, you're looking at the big picture so much that you're missing out on the little things that are happening around you. Um, don't miss out because every day is a gift. Every day can be a joy, but you have to celebrate those gifts. And that might just mean that you made the best spaghetti you've ever made tonight, or you've discovered a new restaurant, or can you tell I like food? Or you found a book that you thought you had lost and you're reading it again, or you found the greatest new TV series ever. Those are things to celebrate. Celebrate those little things too. But know that at the end of this storm that you're in, you're going to win. You've got all the swords and you're going to win it. But don't cry over the fact that you had to go through the storm to get there. Because if you didn't have to go through the storm, you wouldn't appreciate the calm. It would just be boring. So, Libras, if you want to do a private reading, 405-512-9400. Also this week, if the first 3 people that send me a text at 405-512-9400 can have a free reading if they will allow me to record it. So that I can put it on YouTube and people can see what a reading with me is like, how we go into depth and we look at things and things like that. That's 405-512-9400, or send me a private message on Belladonna and Moonbeams. And if not, I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.